Today we are at the Rafter J Bar Ranch in Hill City, South Dakota. Come check out this beautiful property.
The campground has two entrances, a north entrance and a south entrance. The north entrance is the one that we arrived in, and that's probably your best bet for check-in. When you go up that road, it's the easiest one to do your check-in and then head to your campgrounds.
The ranch is enormous, and they have it divided into sort of like little different sub-campgrounds, each with its own personality and flavor.
When you come in the north entrance, the first campground that you're gonna pass is the cabin camp. And it has mainly little cabins that you can rent with about 5 RV spots that are just electric and water.
In the center of the cabin loop is a building that has restrooms, a shower house, and also laundry. Everything is very clean and well kept.
Right next to it, just up the hill, is the main camp. In main camp, you do have a variety of sites. You have a little bit of everything here. You have some tent sites that have no services. You have some of the larger cabins that overlook Spring Creek. You have some full hookup RV sites that have 50 amp water and electric and sewer. You also have some 30 amp sites that have full hookups, and you have some just 30 amp electric and water sites. And there are even a few tent sites in the main camp. It also has a large shower house and laundry facility in the middle of that camp. When you go up to the road just a little bit further, you're gonna see what is called line camp, and it's because it's literally in a line. And in line camp, you have a large row of some pull-through full hookup sites that are 50 amp electric. And then there's a little loop that's off the back of it that has some additional back-end sites that are full hookup, 50 amp, and some just electric and water sites there. Going further up the road, you come to the island. This is where we camped, and boy, it's a beautiful one because you're nestled in these huge ponderosa pines. The sites in the island are mainly back-in, full hookup, 50 amp sites with about 6 30 amp full hookup sites as well. There is no bathhouse in this one, nor was there one in line camp, but again, if you've got full hookups, you don't usually need them. There are dumpsters available though, luckily in each of the areas.
Here's a look at site 240 in the island. It's a well-shaded spot. It has a gravel pad. It has 50 amp water, sewer, a picnic table, and a fire ring.
When you go up from the island, you're gonna find Ranch Camp, which is another one that is nice and secluded, tucked in those beautiful ponderosa pines. And it has, again, another smattering of all the different kinds of sites. It doesn't have any cabins, but it does have both 30 amp and 50 amp hookups that are full service. And then it does have some of just the electric and water sites and tent sites as well. In the middle of that camp, it has an additional laundry facility and shower house. Right below it, which you can see across from the pool area, is Lower Ranch Camp, which is a line of mainly 30 amp full hookup sites with a few 50 amp sites on either end. The last site that you're gonna come to is Base Camp, which is right by the swimming pool area and the store. So if you like to be close to all the amenities, this is the spot for you to be. Now this one does not have as much shade, and it is much more like a typical RV park where you are very close to all of your neighbors, but for some people they really like that. There are pull-through sites here, and they are almost all of them 50 amp electric, water, and sewer sites. And this is the one spot where you have access to satellite TV. There are a lot of nice amenities at this campground. There is a beautiful playground area for the kids, a gorgeous swimming pool that also has a hot tub. They have a fire pit up next to the store that is so nice to sit by in the evenings. And they even built a new fire pit just up the hill where you can do a wood fire instead of a propane fire. in the store, they have souvenirs, they have food, they have firewood, and they have ice cream.
The ranch is pet friendly, and they do have some pet waste stations scattered throughout the property.
On Thursdays through Mondays, starting on Memorial Day and going through Labor Day, they do pancake breakfasts in the morning. You just have to buy your ticket in advance at the store. One of the reasons we selected this campground for our location here in South Dakota is that it has direct access to the Mickelson Bike Trail, so we can ride right down from our campsite and hit this trail for lots of adventure.
In the late 1800s, the Rafter J Bar Ranch was known as 12 Mile Station. It was a stagecoach stop on the way to Deadwood, South Dakota from Cheyenne, Wyoming. The original barn and bunkhouse are still standing. This is where the horses would be rested and watered. Pretty cool.
As far as having access to cell service in this campground, it is pretty minimal, and they're upfront about that because you know what? You're in the mountains. It's hard to get those kinds of things. We have AT&T on our cell phones, and at our site up in the island, most of the time I have 2 bars of AT&T, which allows me to do just about anything that I need to. But if I go much down the hill over by the swimming pool area, 0 cell phone signal. As far as antenna TV goes, it's kind of funny, in our rig, in the end that has the living room, I can get about 5 antenna channels in, and nothing comes in just down in the bedroom end. So depending on where you are in the park, you may have little or no access to cell phone or television. The only place you're gonna have satellite TV is down in the base camp area.
Well, you can tell from our descriptions of this property that it's been one of the favorite places that we've gone ever since we've started camping. Some of the things I just love are the space and of course the beauty. I mean, here we are in South Dakota in the heart of all of the gorgeous area. So not only is the property itself incredible, but you have such quick access to all of the various attractions around this Black Hills area.
There are tons of amenities for people who like those things. So if you have little kids, this is perfect. They can ride their bikes all over the place. Now it is on gravel roads, but they're pretty packed down, and I would not want to have to pave this many roads because this campground is huge. I love the different areas that meet the different needs for different people, and I love the fact that we are nestled right now in these huge ponderosa pines with pine cones raining down, and it smells heavenly.
If you are looking for a place to set up base camp and check out the greater South Dakota Black Hills area, maybe go over to the Badlands or check out Mount Rushmore or any of the beautiful hiking trails in the area, this is a great launching point. Get out, go camping, go exploring, because today is an adventure day.